this. We're going to go to the page. If I now hover over the links here, you see that the underline is a bit tight to the text, and I don't really like that style. Hover over them. We want to change the color to gray. We want to add a text decoration underline. We want to now hover over, let me show you, I'm going to comment out this. We're going to go to the page. If I now hover over the links here, you see that the underline is a bit tight to the text, and I don't really like that style. That's my personal preference. You can leave it if you want, but I like to basically space it out a bit so that you see that it's more underneath and a bit more space between the text and the line. And we're also going to add a text decoration color, RGB, of 181, 181, 181. And we're going to save that. We're going to check out the page, and it looks pretty good. Next thing, we're going to target the logo. We're going to make it a bit bigger using font size to REM. And so that's looking good. But as you can see, when we hover over the logo, our cursor changes, and we don't want that. So we're going to target our logo, hover, and we're going to change the cursor, and we're going to set it to default. So now when we hover over the logo, nothing happens. Whilst when we hover over our links, by default it changes the cursor to a pointer. So with that, I think our navigation is done. Let's check out. Yeah, pretty much the same. So back in our code, we're going to add the next element to our HTML document. We're going to add another nav, because we're going to create the hamburger menu now. So it's going to have an ID of hamburger nav. Inside there, we're going to have another div. Actually, this one we can just copy. I'm going to copy the logo. Save ourselves some time. It's going to be identical. Under there, we're going to have another div. It's going to have a class of hamburger menu. Inside this div, we're going to have yet another div. We're going to have a class of hamburger icon. And this is where we're going to include some JavaScript. It is the only JavaScript in this entire HTML page. It's a pretty basic on-click function we're going to create to basically open and close the hamburger menu when we click it. So it's going to be an on-click, and we're going to call that function that we haven't created yet toggle menu. And then inside of this div, we're going to create a span. indent that. We're gonna hold Shift Alt plus press down twice so that we have 3 span elements. These are going to be the lines of the hamburger menu that we're going to style later. They're not showing up now. And then under this div, we're going to have another div. It's going to have a class of menu links. These are going to be the actual links that are going to be opened when we open with this function. And here we can also just copy these links here and just paste them right in. The only thing we're going to do here is we're going to add the on-click event, because we want to be able to both close it, open it, when we click this hamburger icon, but also when we click any link, we want the menu to close. So we're going to just add the on-click inside each link element. I'm going to save that. So let's see how that looks. I'm going to save that. So let's see how that looks. Perfect. Well, not perfect yet, obviously, but we're going to style it. Just now to make it look like a hamburger menu. Here we're going to write hamburger menu. We're going to target the hamburger nav. We're going to display none so that when we are in a desktop view, the hamburger is just not showing up. We're going to add a hamburger menu class, and then we're going to set its position to be relative. We're going to display inline block. We're going to target hamburger icon. We're going to display it flex. There's a bit of code going into the hamburger. Burger styling, so bear with me on this one, but we're going to get through it. Flex direction, we're going to put to column. We're going to justify the content space between. We are going to add a height of 24 pixels, width of 30 pixels, and a cursor of pointer. Okay, I think now is the time to also start our media queries, because we want to actually be able to see the hamburger menu when we are working with it. So I'm going to drag that over to our style section of VS Code.